Another day, another experience. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tips for Puppy by ShikyFAV, the channel where you can find the best tips and tricks for taking care of your furry friends. In today's video, we're going to talk about some of the easy ways to stop your dog from begging. You might love your dog and want to spoil them, but giving in to their begging can be bad for their health, behavior, and relationship with you. There are some simple and effective ways that you can use to teach your dog not to beg for food or attention. So, make sure you watch this video till the end to find out which ways you can try. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more awesome content. Number 1. Put him in his place. We're not talking about an snap, arm circling, finger wagging kind of place putting. Going to his place is a legit command that you can teach your dog in a relatively short amount of time. By designating a place for your pup, such as his bed or crate, there is somewhere he is expected to go to on command and remain until you release him. Naturally, this takes some training, but with consistency and practice, your dog will pick it up. Every time you eat, instruct your dog to go to his place and enforce it until you are done. The key is to be consistent. If you do this each and every time humans eat, you may be surprised to see that after a while, your dog automatically goes to his place during meal times. Number 2. Don't feed from the table. If you feed your dog from the table, even once, you can expect that nose to be ready and waiting every time after. This is a common mistake that parents make while their dogs are puppies. It's easy to understand. Puppies are absurdly adorable and hard to resist. You think you can correct the unwanted behavior in time, but unfortunately, it's a hard habit to break. The best way to set yourself up for success is to start off right. From the very beginning, don't feed your dog from the table. Number 3. Train your children. If you have kids, you know this is a tough one. If all of the adults in the house abide by the rule to not feed from the table, but the little ones constantly slip her a morsel here and a taste there, your dog will become a beggar, despite the best efforts of those in the house with a fully formed frontal cortex. It can be a painful and frustrating process, but you've got to train the children not to feed the dog anything, anytime unless specifically given permission to do so. This is where the place command comes in handy. Over time, your child will also become accustomed to the dog being in her place during meals and will stop trying to sneak food to her. With time and practice, your kids and your dog will both have better mealtime manners. Number 4. Feed your dog during mealtimes. To discourage begging, feed your dog at the same time that you take your meals. As plates are being set at the dinner table, fill his bowl with dinner, too. Being full and satisfied will make it less likely that he will come looking for scraps. If he finishes first, which he will, instruct him to go to his place, lay down, or simply let him outside for his post-dinner walk about the yard. Number 5. Give your dog a distraction. Meal times offer a great opportunity to offer your dog toys stuffed with treats, a special bone, or a doggy toothbrush. Instead of mealtime being something she longs to participate in, it can be a special time of day for her to do something she doesn't get to do any other time. The trick here is to only give her the special distraction during meals. If she gets it any old time, it won't be nearly as appealing and she will be lured to the table to resume her bad begging behavior. Number 6. Ignore your dog completely. When your dog is begging, any attention you give him can be reinforcement for the unwanted behavior. Even when you are clearly displeased with him and resort to scolding or yelling, your dog may see that as increasing his chances of getting what he wants. It is much better to completely ignore your dog than to raise your voice. Pretend your dog is not there, and eventually, if you are very patient, your dog will get the message and move along. Repeat this at every meal, consistently. Number 7. Tether your dog away from the table. Using a leash and a fixed object, tether your dog away from the table. This can be a bit bothersome in the beginning as your dog may whine and bark. I know, this is a whole new set of problems to correct. Eventually, you may be able to remove the leash with the goal being for your dog to keep his distance without the leash. Number 8. Pre-meal playtime or exercise. Plan to have a vigorous play session or brisk walk before meal times. Throw the ball for 15 minutes of fetch, get down on the floor and play a game of tug, or hit the neighborhood streets for a fast-paced walk around the block. This will tire out your pup and encourage her to sleep soundly while the family enjoys dinner. Number 9. Make sure guests know the rules. You and your dog may have worked super hard to stop begging. So don't let all of that effort vanish with a handout from a well-intentioned but uninformed guest. Politely explain that you've been struggling with begging behavior. Let them know you're finally seeing a change. You'd appreciate your guest not feeding your dog anything. Number 10. Don't let your dog be the cleanup crew. This one is especially difficult to bear for those with young kids who constantly drop food around the table. It's so much easier to let your furry friend clean up the fallout. It's so much work to sweep or wipe it up yourself. However, tasting all that yummy food around the table encourages your dog to seek food there again and again. If you don't want begging, it's best to bust out the broom. Dog begging is something that all dog parents contend with at some point. With patient practice, your dog can become the well-mannered pup of your mealtime dreams. Remember, consistency is key. And that's all for today's video. I hope you learned something new and useful about how to stop your dog from begging. Remember, dogs are very smart and trainable animals, and they can learn to respect your rules and boundaries. So, try to follow these 10 easy ways to stop your dog from begging, and you'll have a happier and more harmonious relationship with your pup. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time on Tips for Puppy by ShikyFAV.